And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting Saturday Night Winestream and another exciting episode of Drink with Rick. I'm Rick, and tonight, well, we have a special occasion to toast. And for that special occasion, we have a nice red wine. Well, I hope it's a nice red wine. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to assume it's a nice red wine until I assume otherwise, or till we find out otherwise, I should say. But this is going to be Cabernet from California, Cabernet Sauvignon tonight. We also have, well, a chocolate stout. And this isn't just any chocolate stout. It's an organic chocolate stout from none other than the UK. I almost said California tonight. No. The UK, yes. Chocolate stout from the UK. Looking forward to trying that out. As a matter of fact, I have been salivating over that all week. And, well, I have it right here in the official Drink with Rick ice bucket here down the bottom. Also, we have some other fun stuff going on tonight. Of course, if you didn't notice already or didn't know before, it's National Wine Day, so we're going to toast that. We're going to toast a few other occasions as well. I have some emails to read, some really nice comments from viewers and listeners on the show, and I really want to get to those as well. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, yes, we have some other national days to toast, including a couple of very interesting ones. And let's see. Star Wars trivia. And some dad jokes, as the usual stuff. And maybe a giveaway or two. We'll see how it works in the chats. You know, if you're just watching for the first time or for the 239th time, this is the 239th episode of Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Wine Stream. This is a stream of consciousness kind of show. And I do have the show notes as I just showed them to you, but we don't follow them verbatim because you drive the show in the chat. The show's not about me. I'm just here to entertain you. Yeah, sometimes I talk about myself a little bit, but that's in relation to some of the jokes I tell and some of the stories I tell, just to keep you entertained. But the show's not about me, and the show's somewhat about the wine and the beer and the other libations that we have. But the show's really about you and me getting together on a Saturday night, just kicking back, relaxing, forgetting about the worries of the day, and just having a great time. Meeting new friends, meeting old friends. Hey, just relaxing and having a good time. That's what I just said. Yes, I did. I'm repeating myself, as I often do. All right, so that's what we've got for the itinerary for the show. Once again, you get in the chats, we talk about stuff, and, well, let's find out what you want to talk about. So get in the chats and join in and have questions or comments or suggestions or what have you. You know, just get in and let's have a conversation. Now, we don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion on the show. We don't talk about things that tear people apart. We talk about things that bring people together, as wine does. That's what this show is all about. Now, if you want to watch live now and get into the chats live, let me show you where you can do that. You can do that from this is our page at drinkwithrick.com. You can, of course, watch at drinkwithrick.com live if you want to do that. We don't have a chat going on there, but we have a comment box down in the bottom of tonight's show. Just click on the episode for tonight's show, and you'll get a comment box. Put your comments in there, and I will respond in kind, as I do always. Now, our Facebook page, you can watch on the Facebook page is Drink with Rick, facebook.com/drinkwithrick. We can and engage in a chat on Kick. Kick is kick.com/drinkwithrick. Odyssey is odyssey.com/drinkwithrick, and the number 7. Rumble, the Rumble channel, it's a bunch of letters and numbers, and mostly numbers, and I don't know what to tell you about that. Just type in Drink with Rick in the chats, and you will you'll get to me. you'll get to the show. Twitch is twitch.tv/drinkwithrick, excuse me, no colon there. Drink with Rick 1, Drink with Rick and the number 1. I got ahead of myself. I was duplicating what's on Odyssey. YouTube channel is youtube.com/@drinkwithrick. There you go. Now, if you can't watch now or you can't watch later, you can always listen later to the podcast. The podcast version of this show goes out at 10 p.m. Eastern on Monday nights. Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, and you can catch it on all these venues here: Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, podcastindex.org. That's the Podfathers website. TuneIn, you can tune in there, and Spotify, and Blueberry.com, and Deezer Radio, of course, by RSS, because that's how podcasts are generally, that's how they are distributed, via RSS. That's the core distribution model for podcasts traditionally. And by email. Now, if you click on this button that says by email, you'll get this other page that says subscribe by email. Just type in your email address in that little box there. Click the little blue subscribe button, and you will get the latest episode of Drink with Rick as soon as it drops, and no salesman will call. Of course, you can buy me coffee or 2 or 3 if you want to do that. That helps to support the show. It doesn't really pay the bills, but it helps to cover some of the prizes that we give away on the show, and hopefully we can give away some prizes tonight. I really enjoy doing that. So please, if you can do it, buy me coffee or whatever. If you can't, don't worry about it. No problem there either. Just enjoy the show. That's the main thing. The main thing here is just get together with me and let's enjoy the show and have a great time. Okay? That's what the show's about. The show's not about making money here, because if it were, the show would have shut down a long time ago, because I don't make any money at this. This is a labor of love. This is something I do for fun. That's what this is doing here. I'm doing this for fun. Yeah, I'd like to make some money on it. Sure, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't like to make money? Who wouldn't like to make money from my show? Especially me. But that's really not what this is about. And if you know the origins of the show, how the show started, how it all began, and you can go back and listen to some of those old episodes. You can go back to episode 1 and watch that, as cringe-worthy as it is, because it is. That was the very first episode, and yes, I did start ugly on that show. I really did. But if you can stomach it, go ahead and you will see how the show actually started. That was 239 episodes ago. We are now in season 6. All right, so enough about me, enough about the show. Let's get to you in the chats and get to opening the wine. I'm checking the chats first. Looks like everything's quiet so far. Facebook and YouTube. I want to give a shout out to my good friend Ed. I think Ed is participating in the Orlando Fringe Festival as he does every year. So that might be what he's up to right now. And I have folks doing all kinds of things. It's Memorial Day weekend. I don't expect anybody to be hanging out with me on Memorial weekend, So it's all right. It's okay. You can watch now, watch later, whatever. It's all good. I can entertain myself just as well as I can entertain anyone else. Probably better, because I laugh at my own jokes. Yeah, I do. I laugh. I laugh at all of my own jokes. That did not deserve a rim shot. Come on. I'm just playing with the buttons now, as I do. I like to play with the buttons here on this show. So you'll find me playing with the buttons when I don't need to. And sometimes there's a delayed reaction when I do. All right, so let's, since it's nice and quiet in the chat, it's quiet in the chat, so why not? Let's go ahead and get to the wine, okay? All right, let's get the wine up here. I don't know where my photos. Here we go. This is what we're drinking tonight for the wine. This is what we're going to review. This is called a Wente. I think it's Wente. I don't know. It's Wente? I think that's how it's pronounced. To be honest, I really don't know. It's in English. I speak English. That's my primary language, and I still can't read this thing. So there you go. Wente, I guess is how it's pronounced. This is Wente Vineyards. I didn't bother to look up the pronunciation. I didn't. Wente Vineyards, this is family owned. This is a family owned vineyard in Southern Hills, Central Coast. Cabernet Sauvignon. Certified Sustainable Vineyard and Winery. It's certified. They've been sustaining it for quite a while, apparently. This is a 2021 vintage. That's supposed to be a joke. And no rim shot. Okay. So here's the back of the wine. It says Wente Vineyards, Southern Hills Cabernet Sauvignon, Central Coast, California. Oh, this should be good. Let me read this. It has a little thing here. Since 1883. So they've been sustaining this vineyard since 1883. Wow. Well, they should get a certificate for that, shouldn't they? Yeah. Since 1883, 5 generations of our family have handcrafted fine wines that express the very best of our vineyards and winemaking expertise. Our Southern Hills Cabernet Sauvignon shows ripe black cherry and plum flavors, soft tannins, and undertones of coffee and spice. Well, this should be interesting to drink. Family-owned, certified sustainable, wentevineyards.com. And there is 13.5% ABV in this 750 milliliter bottle of wine. So that's what we've got going on there. Let's go ahead and open this bottle of wine unless there are any objections to anyone in the chat. No objections, no chat, so no objections. Well, okay, well, that's good. We'll just go ahead and that's fine. Let's go ahead and open. Let's go ahead and open this bottle of wine. Let's see. We're live everywhere here tonight. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm looking at everything. The chats are live everywhere. Twitch. We're live on Twitch. We have folks watching on Twitch. So jump in the chat, and thanks for watching, by the way. Jump in the chat and say hi. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me what you're drinking or not drinking, or what you'd like to be drinking, or if you'd like to see me drinking something, like right about now. If there's something that you recommend that you would like for me to try and give it a fair and honest review, let me know, and I will see if I can find it. If I can, and if I can afford it, please don't recommend any $100 bottle of wines, because I can't afford that right now. I can't even buy a $30 bottle of wine right now. Okay, I got bills to pay. So, but this one didn't cost that much. As far as I know. Of course, I didn't buy this one. It was purchased by my lovely wife, Chi, some time ago. We're going to try it tonight. All right, where's my... oh, it's right here. All right, here's my mechanical corkscrew. The official Drink with Rick mechanical corkscrew with some stuff from last week. This is that's a piece of the wax from last week's wine. And we're going to go ahead and decork the wine, as I like to say. Wente, I guess that's what it is. I don't know. All right, let's take this wine cork out of here. And I often forget to do that, by the way. So I'm just going to do that tonight. All right, the bottle of wine is open. I have the aerator, my trusty aerator, which is nice and clean. I cleaned it right after last week's episode, so it wouldn't get all gunked up during the week. I did it right away, right after the show was done, a few minutes after the show was done. And, of course, to hold the glass, I have my official Drink with Rick wine coaster. There you go. And to hold the grape nectar, I have my genuine Galway Irish crystal glass given to me by my employers at buy2wayradios.com. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pour a little bit of this wine into the glass. Just a little bit. There you go. There's some more. Okay. Set that aside for a minute. Wente. How about that Wente? All right, we're only, 20 minutes into the show? 15 minutes into the show? I started late, 15 minutes into the show, and I'm just now getting to the wine. That's a new record. Usually it's about 30 minutes of the show. Something like that. Anyway, so we've got the wine going here, and while this is opening up, I'm going to let it open up a minute. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the swirl. All right, we have to have the official Drink with Rick swirl music. Let's go ahead and do that. And that would be more cowbell. More cowbell. Okay, we've got a nice good swirl going. So they say, Rick, why do you swirl the wine? Why do people swirl the wine? There are two reasons for it primarily. Well, and there are two reasons I have. One is to get it oxygenated, get the wine to breathe a little more, get everything worked up in the wine, get that oxygen flowing in there. And the other reason is because, well, it's just fun. All right, so we've got the wine swirled. We're going to set it aside for just a moment or two and open up just a little bit. And while it's doing that, let's learn a little bit more about this wine. So I went around online because this was a bottle that was given to me by my lovely wife, Chi. She went and bought it. And so I didn't really pay for this wine, actually. She did, more or less. So I really don't know what she paid for the wine. I think she gave me the receipt, but I don't have it anymore. I have a lot of receipts stacked up here, but I couldn't find it. So I really don't know what she paid for this. But I can tell you what I found online for this wine and what it costs. And Vivino has it listed for $15.99. And when I went to Wine Searcher at winesearcher.com, wine-searcher.com, they had an average price of about $17 a bottle. Now, Vivino gave it 3.9 stars out of 323 ratings, I believe, for the 2021 vintage, which is what this is. Wine Searcher gave it 3.5 out of 100 user ratings and an 87 out of 100 from 29 critic reviews. I didn't look at the reviews on Wine Searcher, to be honest. What I did look at, though, were the prices, because that's why I go there, is to see the prices. And this is what I got here. Sal's Beverage World. That's $13.99 a bottle. Woods Wholesale Wine in Michigan. I don't know where that other one is. Sal's Beverage World. I don't know. I could click on more info. Illinois. That's in Sal's Beverage World is in Illinois. So that's $13.99, excluding sales tax. By the way, all these prices from this site are excluding sales tax. Woods Wholesale Wine in Michigan, also $12.94. That's a little bit better. EmpireWine.com, $12.95. Lucan's Wine and Spirits in Florida, $12.99. Universal Wine and Spirits in Florida is $12.99. Station Plaza Wine in New York, $13.88. Nobody on the West Coast here? WineTransit.com, $13.99. Let's see, Market View. Most of these are in New York and New Jersey and Connecticut. Market View Liquor, $14.49. Gary's Wine and Marketplace in New Jersey, $14.99. Gillette Ridge Wine and Spirits in Connecticut, $14.99. Anything on the West Coast? Wine Empire, Massachusetts, $15.99. M&R Liquors in Connecticut, $15.99. I guess maybe they don't drink. This is a wine from California, and nobody's drinking it on the West Coast. Oh, wait. Here we go. wine.com in California. Wine.com. Of course, it's a website. It's the website. California, though, it's based in California apparently. $16.99. And then we've got some more here's one from DC. Buywinesonline.com in DC, $18.95. It isn't getting any cheaper, folks. Wooden cork in California, $19.99. Wow. So yeah, a bunch of places, a lot more places. A lot of places carry this wine. A lot of places carry this wine. So, wow. All right, let's see. Yannis Wine Shop in Virginia, $203.88 for a case. That's 12 bottles, $16.99 per bottle. Okay, what I said wow was about, I saw the one in the Wine Connection in San Diego, California. Case of 12 bottles, $336 even, excluding sales tax, of course. That comes out to $28 a bottle. Yeah, that's $28 a bottle.
Oh,
be quiet,
great.
Bill. Your turn's coming up later. No, roadkill Bill's over here having a time. I don't know what's the deal with him. We'll get to him later. Wow. So I don't know. That's $28 a bottle. I hope she didn't pay that much for it. I don't think she did. But this is what I think she paid. If I recall correctly, I think she said she paid about $15 a bottle for it, $15 or $16. So I'm going to go with that for a Vivino. I'm going to go with that price. Anyway, so let's get tasting the wine. Let me check the chats one more time before I give it its first taste. And looks like we're good everywhere. Okay, we're all kind of quiet for the moment. And on Facebook too. All right, so here we go with the tasting. Everybody ready for the big tasting? All right, let me give it a little bit of a whiff. As it said, lots of cherry. I have a tasting notes here, but I didn't read the tasting notes. Let's get to the tasting first, and I'm going to read the tasting notes. How about that? But I'm smelling a lot of cherry. Let's go to taste. That's mostly all I'm smelling is cherry. Yeah, pretty much. Let's go to taste. Lots of cherry. Wow, lots of cherry. And I like cherry. I love cherry. It's one of my favorite flavors, which is probably one reason I like to drink a lot of wine. A lot of cherry, a little bit oaky though. A lot of cherry. I'm tasting, now it did say coffee in here, and I'm not getting any coffee. Maybe it has to open up a little bit more. But mostly what I'm getting here is just pretty much cherry. And the tannins, I wouldn't say the tannins are soft. The tannin, kind of medium tannin, I would say. A little bit more tannic than that. I wouldn't say they're soft, though. It is a fairly dry wine, but it's also it's fairly tannic, but it's also, it has a fairly dark complexion, deep ruby color, but it's also a little bit on the bold side, which is interesting because 13.5% ABV. Is that what they said it was? Yeah, 13.5. So, and it has some. It looks like it has more from the tears that are, because they have some tears from. Well, yeah, it does have some thick legs here. It looks like it would have more alcohol than that. So. And you know what? We've talked about that many, many times before, about the alcohol levels. The difference between what's posted on the label and what is actually in there, the alcohol content varies quite a bit. And it's often considerably higher than what they have on the label. Not always, but fairly often. And for California wines, California kind of makes their wines for American palates, and a lot of Americans prefer bold wines that have a lot of alcohol in them. So I really wouldn't be too surprised if it has more alcohol than it says it does. Let me give it another taste. Now it's fairly bold. It's not too bold right now, but there's a fair amount of tannin in this wine. More tannin. It didn't say how much tannin was in the wine, but it did say there were smooth tannins. I don't know. Maybe it has to open up a little bit more. I don't find them that smooth, to be honest. But once again, it has to open up. We have to get down into the bottles. I always say you can't really tell what a wine is really like until you get down into the bottle. I have to go easy tonight because we have a stout to drink, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. I want to see what that tastes like. Hopefully, it will not disappoint. Okay, so so far the wine's okay. The wine's okay. I just wanted to open up a little bit more, but I'm getting mostly cherry in here, and just a little bit of oak, and not much else for the moment. But let me read what they had on the tasting notes. Let me check the chats first. Let me read what we have in the chats first. Okay. Kick. We have if we have folks watching on Kick, get in the chat. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, I'd like to hear from you in the chats and tell me how you're doing, and tell me what you're drinking. I'd like to know. And you don't have to be drinking anything. You can drink whatever you want, or just water. And you know who is on Facebook right now? I just saw my good friend Ed, and wait a minute. I wasn't ready for this, but here we go. My good friend Ed is in the chat. Ed, it's great to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing really, really well. I saw some photos. You were enjoying the Fringe Festival. Hope that's going well. Ed says, "Hi, Rick. I fractured my right femur on Thursday night and is in the hospital, feeling a lot of pain." Oh, wow. So Ed's in the hospital, feeling a lot of pain. I want you to know I might not stay on your feed for long. Well, Ed, I'm really, really sorry to hear that you're not. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope it wasn't too serious. They fractured your right femur. Wow. Well, I'm really sorry to hear about that, Ed. I hope you have a very, very quick recovery. Wow. I can identify with that. I've had some health issues recently myself, and my lovely wife, she has had some surgery recently, and she's feeling some pain. So, wow, it must be going around. I don't know what it is, but wow, how did you take a fall or something? I'm really, really sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay otherwise. And well, it's okay if you have to get some rest. You need to get some rest. That's very, very important. I hope you stick around for a few minutes because I do want to have a chance to catch up with you a little bit. And wow, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry to hear about that, Ed. And I wish you a very, very quick recovery. Here's my good friend Ed. By the way, Ed, while you're here, before you go, if you're not, before you, I know it's going to be probably, if you're on meds and stuff, it's probably going to be tough to stay awake. I really, once again, I want to thank you for this too. I got this towels. We were going to celebrate National Towel Day, but I had this standing by, and I want to thank you for it again. This came from my good friend Ed. It matches the mug that we use often for doing the coffees that we've done for the last few episodes. We've reviewed some coffees the last couple of episodes. We're going to review another one next week, and that should be very interesting. But it says there's always time for friends, wine, and coffee. So I keep that handy right here. And I want to thank you again very much for that gift. It was a great gift. Okay, where were we? Oh, yes, so we're going to read the tasting notes here for just a moment. All right, so I do have some tasting notes, if I can find out what I did with them again. There they are. All right, so I pulled up the tasting notes from their own site, the Southern Hills Cabernet Central Coast 2021. It's a family-owned winery and vineyard. And it says our Southern Hills, I'm reading this right from their tasting notes. Our Southern Hills Cabernet Sauvignon is named for our vineyards located along the southern hills of the Central Coast. The Wente family farms approximately 400 acres of Cabernet Sauvignon vineyards, using the 2 clones originating from California wine pioneer Charles Wetmore's Bordeaux cuttings in the 19th century. With well-drained rocky soils and unique mesoclimates, the Southern Hills vineyards are in the most desirable settings with exposures ideal for growing Cabernet Sauvignon of distinct character, depth, and intensity. And apparently, from their tasting notes here, they're saying that its clean and concise fruit leads every step of the way, showcasing fresh blackberry, cassis, and black cherry, which is supported by a delightful layering of oak-inspired flavors, including chocolate and a touch of fresh baked gingerbread. I wasn't getting any of that in this wine. I was getting mostly cherry. Cherry I was getting a lot of. A little oak, yes, I was getting some oak. That was about all I was tasting in this wine so far. But to be fair, it has to open up a bit. I'm guessing that that's the case. So we're going to let it do that. It says the wine is balanced, well polished, and the fruity substance, integrated oak, and underlying structure make it clear that this Wente fan favorite will drink beautifully for the next 3 to 5 years. Now, this is what they recommend pairing it with. This wine will pair nicely with grilled New York steaks, winter stews, grilled hamburgers, and baked beans, as well as an array of pasta dishes, especially lasagna. I don't have any of. Yes, I really don't. On the appetizer side, try some aged white Irish cheddar, creamy brie en baguette, and salami slices. I don't have any of that either. I do have some cheddar. I don't think it's Irish, though. Creamy brie. Now, my lovely wife, she just purchased some brie a couple of days ago. I believe at Trader Joe's is where she got it from. But I didn't bring it up here tonight. I did not bring it up here.
Great.
So what can I say? So with that, let's get right to the tasting so we get to the other fun stuff before Ed has to go, because there's some things that I'm sure he'd want to participate in. So let me see if I can bring up camera 3. Here's camera 3. Camera 3, we have a few things. I do have some pasta. How about that? I do have some pasta, so let's pair it with a little bit of pasta. I'll tell you where this pasta came from in a minute. And pasta and some meatball. We'll try out with a little bit of that. And that's on camera 3. I have to switch. There we go. I have to switch hands to switch the camera. And I heat it up just for the show. By the way, these are leftovers, as they always are. And this should go good with this, huh? Okay. We shall see. Oh, wow. A bit of a sweet touch to it. You know what? It goes pretty good with pasta. And it brings out a little bit of the blackberry that I was not tasting before. All I was getting was cherry and some oak. That was all I was getting. I wasn't tasting any blackberry, but I did when I took a taste of the pasta. Now, let me tell you where I got this pasta from, okay? Let me clear the palate for just a moment. And I'll tell you where I got the pasta from. Okay, clearing the palate. All right, go back to camera 3. Now here's the deal with this pasta. My lovely wife, she can't cook as much as she would like to these days because she's still recovering. So she stopped and picked up some pasta for me from Sbarro at the mall. And this was Sbarro pasta. Yes, I know, I am not... Yeah, I am not really a fan of Sbarro, to be honest. But, those were the choice. It was that or a couple of other things that I did not want to eat. So that's what I went with, was the Sbarro. And the reason I'm not a big fan of Sbarro, I mean, it was okay. It was all right, but I've had much better pastas, and I had a slice of pizza, and that tasted kind of weird. I hope that's okay. I'll know in a few more hours, maybe. But the thing is about the pasta from Sbarro is that their sauce is like really kind of sour. At least to me, it's kind of sour. However, I probably should have had it with this wine because this wine really changed the chemistry of that pasta, that tomato sauce. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I probably should have had that with this wine, but I did. I tried it, and it was actually pretty decent. So this is an example, and I've talked about before where we've had examples of where the wine saved the food, or the food maybe saved the wine if the wine was not all that good. In this case, the wine, which I'm still not too sure about, actually saved the pasta. So, yeah, I mean...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to say. I liked it. It was pretty good. So, anyway, quiet over there, Bill. All right, that's enough, Bill. He's excited about something. I don't know what it is. He's really... We'll find out at the end of the show. He's super excited about something. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so let's go back to camera 3. And let's see, what else we got here? Oh, yes, the cheese. Let's try it with the... Well, let's try it first with the Monterey... this is the Colby Jack, excuse me. Colby Jack, let's try it with that a little bit. Let's go back to camera 2. Here we go. Pick a camera, any camera. Just don't tell me which one it is. If only you had a producer. That's with all those delayed responses. Okay. The cheese is good, by the way. Let's see how it fares with the wine. Okay. Nothing spectacular, but it was okay. The wine's starting to open up a little bit more, though, and I am starting to taste just a little hint of blackberry in there. But the cherry is still very strong. Yeah, the cherry is strong with this one. If you can... All right, yeah, I know. I know. The cherry is strong with this one. Bad joke. Okay.
Oh, you lucky boy!
Yeah. Well, anyway, so let's clear the palate one more time. And let's try it with this one. Go back to camera 3. Let's try it with the cheddar because it did say Irish cheddar. I don't know where this cheddar... I don't think this is from Ireland. I really don't. So, who knows? But we'll give it a try anyway. The cheddar's good, though. That's kind of medium cheddar. Need to pour a little bit more on this wine. By the way, and if you're still with me too, we've got a chocolate stout coming from the UK. Should be here very soon. Like about the next 10 minutes. Maybe 15. Okay, actually, so it's okay. A little bit sweet again. It has a little twinge of sweetness right at the end. By the way, this does not have a very long finish. It's kind of a short. I wouldn't say it's short finish, but kind of a light short finish. And the tannins are starting to smooth out just a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're smooth, but they're starting to smooth out just a little bit. So that's good. All right, so once again, this is what we're drinking. If I can find the photo again, Wente Southern Hills Cabernet Sauvignon Central Coast wine. It's a 2021 13.5% alcohol by volume, as in ABV. So that's what we've got. I don't know what I was pressing that. Don't mind him. He just, I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons again. So anyway, where was I? Let's go back to this camera. There we go. All right, so I think that does it for the pairing for now. We had something else to pair with it. I know you saw it on the plate, but we'll get to that later. First, now let's get back to the chats. Let me see what we've got going on here, and we had a pretty decent chat last week, and maybe we can do that again. But I do understand it is Memorial Day weekend, so I'm not expecting too much going on. Oh, Fidu is in the chat. No, it's not a vid, Fidu. Sorry, I missed that in the chat there. I got caught up with the tasting, so I didn't see the Kick chat. But Fidu is in the chat on Kick, and Fidu, it's Fidu? It's Fidu. Says, what's your favorite drink? Are you there, or is this a vid? Well, it will be when I'm done with it. Right now it's a stream. It's a live stream. But vid, it's great to see you here. I appreciate it. And what's my favorite drink? Wow, wow, that could take all night. That's a long list here. I have a lot of favorites. I have a lot of favorite drinks. I like wine, and I prefer red wines. As a matter of fact, I point that out in my, where is it here? Do I have one here? In my Drink with Rick, the official Drink with Rick wine tasting notebook, which, by the way, I have here, and I'd like to give one away tonight if I can. Fidu, are you in the U.S.? If you are, maybe I can send you a copy of it. So I like to do that. I have plenty of copies here. But my favorite drinks, besides the red wines, I like this cab. I like a good cab. I like a good Merlot. I like a lot of different wines. Sometimes I'll drink a white, sometimes a rosé. But I do like the wines. I like a good beer. And I'm really looking forward to this chocolate, this organic chocolate stout down here. But I like, I like limeade, and I like, I like ciders. I like, I like tea. I like to drink coffee. Love coffee. Drink a lot of coffee. And we review coffees here, too. We haven't really reviewed a tea. We have to try a tea. Definitely have to try a tea. What do you say, Ed? You're still with me here on this one. We should review a couple of teas. I think that would be good to do. And I like a lot of different drinks. Sometimes I like to drink water. Sometimes. Let's see what else we got going on the chat here. I don't want to miss Kick. Sorry about that, Fidu, if I was taking too long to respond. I've got 6 chats here. They're all not lined up in the same thing. And what I do here is I multi-stream to 6 different platforms. So we've got Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Odyssey, Kick, and also on Rumble. So with 6 different streams, plus doing all my own switching and everything, it's a lot to keep up with sometimes. So I try to keep up with the chats as best I can, but if I don't get to you right away, realize that I'm not ignoring you, never ignoring you in the chats. It's just that sometimes between all the switching and reviewing and all the other stuff I'm having to watch here all by myself, yeah, it's a lot to keep up with. So you see me looking around everywhere. It's usually because of that. A lot of multitasking going on here for this show, and I'm not making excuses of myself. I'm just being honest. This is just how this show works. It's just I'm doing it all. So anyway, where were we? Oh yes, you know what it's time for? It is time for. Drum roll, please. See, that's why it takes me so long to do this. Yeah, see, I haven't even said what it's time for yet. He's over here clapping already. What's it time for here? Oh, yes, it's time, because I'm switching the wrong place. It's time for the National Days. Yes, it is time for the National Days. We're going to toast the National Days, of course, right now, and I think there are a couple of obvious ones that we're going to toast that I think everyone is aware of. The first national day that we're going to toast, let me put my show notes here. By the way, all these national days come from nationaldaycalendar.com. Nationaldaycalendar.com is Marlo Anderson's website. He is the CEO and curator of all of these national days. So, Marlo, here's to you. Thank you. I toast him every week. You know what, though? I have a little bone to pick with Marlo on this. They were asking, like last year, the year before that, they were asking for some ambassadors from National Day. I'm a big fan of nationaldaycalendar.com. And they were asking for ambassadors, and I submitted my application for ambassador. Never heard back about an ambassadorship. I don't know what that means, to be honest. Yeah, who knows? Maybe it doesn't mean. Maybe it means I didn't get an ambassadorship. All right, I'll just keep plugging away, doing what I'm doing on this show, and keep plugging nationaldaycalendar.com. Even though they don't pay me for this, by the way, they're not a sponsor or anything like that. They don't. They're not. I'm just doing it because I'm having fun doing it. Okay, so free plug for nationaldaycalendar.com. I'll drink to that. Okay, so National Days, May 25th, which is today, for another hour and 4 minutes. It is Geek Pride Day. May 25th is Geek Pride Day. Do I have anything for Geek Pride Day? I don't know if I have... I don't think I have anything for Geek Pride Day, do I? No, I guess not. Geek Pride Day. Here's the Geek Pride Day. I'm a geek, a nerd, as you will. And everybody when I was in grade school, everybody let me know it. They always reminded me of it every day. Okay, today, May 25th, is also Towel Day. And once again, I already did this. I jumped the gun on this a little bit. Probably jumped the shark too, so to speak. And if you're not sure what that means, I'm not going to explain it. But always time for Friends, Wine, and Coffee. This is the official towel of Drink with Rick. Once again, thank you, Ed. Thank you very, very much for the towel, the really nice towel, and I do appreciate it. Official towel, drink with it. I don't like to use the towel too much to clean things up in here because I don't want to get it stained. This is such a nice gift, and it's such a nice towel, and I like it. It's, I like to keep it more as iconic prop than actually soiling it. I don't want to soil it. That's the thing. But isn't that what a towel is for? It's for cleaning things up or whatever, wipe your hands and all that. But I just hate to soil it. But anyway, it's Towel Day. Who knew there was such a day as Towel Day? I don't have my own day. Drink with Rick Day. Marlowe. Here's a Towel Day. All right, it's also National Brown Bag It Day. National Brown Bag It Day. If you're not familiar with that, that's when you're brown bagging things, like the winos do when they're walking home from the ABC store and they've got their bottle of wine in the bag and they're drinking out of the bag, the winos and all that. This bottle of wine, well, not this one, but there was another bottle of wine that back of the bag came. They didn't come in a brown bag. Came in a really nice bag from Wine Store, winestore-online.com, which, another shameless plug for them, and they're not a sponsor either, so there you go. Here is to National Brown Bag It Day. I will drink to that. It's also National Tap Dance Day. Yes, today is National Tap Dance Day, all for the rest of the day. And if you like to tap dance, that's. I'm going to tell you a little bit of story, just a little short one, okay? Something you didn't know about me before, something that might change your whole perception of who I am, or not. I don't know, as the case may be, but. Yeah. I used to tap dance. I kid you not. I used to tap dance. I was a little kid when I did it. I took up dancing, a dancing class a long, long time ago when I was, I must have been about 8 or 9 years old, something like that. My sister she took dancing lessons. And my brother Michael took some dancing lessons. And then I went to one of their dancing their dancing lessons. They're just checking it out one day. My mom drove us over there. And I saw all the girls in the class, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'd like to take dancing lessons. So I did. I was like the only guy in the class full of girls. Doing dancing. And I was okay. The tap dancing part was pretty fun. I learned a few moves, which I've since forgotten. The ballet stuff I was not so much into. That was a little bit, and I got a little ribbed for that, at school. Ballet and having to wear the ballet. Yeah, I did. I kid you not. I took up ballet for just a little while. I think I was doing it for. Maybe, and that wasn't even quite a year, but it was. But I was even in a recital on stage doing a ballet dance and then doing some tap dancing. That's what I did, and So that was that's a little TMI right there. One of those things. I mean, I never was a very good dancer, and my wife always reminds me of that fact. But I was a little embarrassed. I did get up on stage and I did do a little ballet act, but that was a long time ago, and if only it were in a galaxy far, far away. But it was right here it was actually in North Carolina at the time. So there you go. There's my tap dance story. Here's the National Tap Dance Day. I will drink to that. Maybe not. What the heck? The wine's okay. Why not? By the way, on a more serious note, this is also National Missing Children's Day. May 25th is National Missing Children's Day, which is interesting because last night I was watching the 11 o'clock news last night, and they were saying that yesterday was National Missing Children's Day. Maybe they jumped a day ahead or something. I don't know what happened there, but they were talking about some missing children. This is all tragic stuff, and I am not going to make jokes about the kids on milk cartons and things like that. I just don't. It's a really, really serious thing, and it's getting more and more serious all the time. And it just every time I hear another story about a missing kid, it just I don't know. It just makes me shake my head more, and just my heart goes out to the families of those missing kids. It really, really does. National Missing Children's Day. Just remember all those missing children on this day, please, and remember the families of those who are missing their kids. And let's hope that we can reunite as many of them as possible, safely and alive and well. Let's see. On a more positive note, and I was saving this for last year, for May 25th. As you may know or may not know, today is National Wine Day. That's right. Today is National Wine Day, and I've in honor of not honor. Are we honoring wines? I don't know. But to celebrate, there we go, to celebrate National Wine Day, I have some wine. Yeah, I know. I didn't really think that one out too good, did I? Yeah, in honor of National Wine Day, I have wine. And we're drinking wine all through the rest of National Wine Day, because it's only National Wine Day here on the East Coast anyway. On the West Coast, and where my sister is, on the West Coast, she still has 3 more hours to celebrate it. Me, I only have 55 minutes. So let's make the most of that, shall we? Yes, National Drink Wine Day. Now let me show you some of the wines we've reviewed so far. And Ed, I don't know if you're still there or not, but if you are, I would like to share some of the wines that we've done so far in season 6 that we've reviewed. Let me see if I can find them first, because I have them all over the place. Where are all my wines? There's that's not one. That's not one. You know what? Here's a wine that I enjoyed, and it reminds me of you, Ed. I think of Ed Mundo. It's a wine we reviewed a couple of years back. Season 4, I think we did. And it was, maybe it was season 5. No, it was season 4, I think. And it was a very good wine. I rather enjoyed it. It was a good wine. That was Edmundo. Of course, this is one of my favorite wines, a Camus Cabernet Sauvignon. This is one of those $100 bottle of wines I was telling you about. And it was a gift. I did not buy this wine. It was a gift, because otherwise I would not have bought this wine. I would have loved to have had the wine. I did. I had the wine. It was very good. But it was just, I didn't buy it. It was a gift. And it was a very, very nice gift. It was a tasty gift. So that was much, much appreciated. Now, this is what we did to kick off Season 6 a few weeks ago. Season 6 started. Motif. That was actually pretty decent wine. I liked it. It was good. And let's see, what did we do after that? We did, what was the wine that we did last? No, that was a week before last. That was 2 weeks ago, was when we did this one. Can't find the one that we did the week before last. But this is the one we did last week. And I'm sure everyone who was watching remembers this one. It looks like koi, but it's pronounced kui. It's pronounced Qui, and there's a picture of a guinea pig on the front. And the reason for that is because, and this is from Mendoza, Argentina, and the reason is because it was named after, the Qui is the sound that the guinea pig makes, Qui, Qui. And apparently in Peru, now I don't know if this comes from Argentina, but apparently in Peru, in South America, they eat these things. They eat the guinea pigs. It's a delicacy there. It's a food. You know, they raise them to eat them, and apparently I don't know, but this wine may or may not pair well with guinea pig. I don't know. I'm not going to try it. No. But those are some of the wines we've tried so far. But the wine itself was pretty decent. Qui, it was actually all right. But once again, this is what we're drinking tonight, the Wente, and it's okay. It's all right. I'll have a final review of the wine at the end of the show, but the show is not quite over yet. Although I'm sure there are probably some people watching that are kind of wishing it were. I don't know. Hope everyone's enjoying the show. Just drop in the chat, because you know what? You drive this show. You make this show in the chats. If you're still there, I'd like to send you a copy of my Drink with Rick wine tasting notebook. Let's get to the. That reminds me. Before we get to the beer, let me see if I can find it here. There we go. This is the latest thing that I've just released, the official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook. Yes, we did the wine tasting notebook, and we did the, let's see if I can pull these up here. All right, so this is the wine tasting notebook, the official Drink with Rick wine tasting notebook. And if you're in the United States, because I don't know if I can ship outside the U.S., but if you're in the U.S., I'd like to send one of these to you. You just send just send me an email. Just drop me an email at rick@savoymedia.com, rick@savoymedia.com, and I will get a copy of the book out to you. Now, where was I? Oh yes, the photos. All right, so that was the official Drink with Rick wine tasting notebook, and of course, as many of you know, that was not the only one. We did the Drink with Rick beer tasting notebook. That's also available. But by the way, all these are available on Amazon for $8.99. But I give them away on the show for free. So if you want one for free, drop in the chats and say hi to me and comment on the show, and maybe I'll send one to you. But that's the Drink with Rick beer tasting notebook, and of course now we have the official Drink with Rick cider tasting notebook, and we will review a cider in the show next week. But until then, let's get back to the toasting. Okay, so we were celebrating National Wine Day. Is that what we were doing? Yes, we were. We were celebrating National Wine Day, and so here is, for National Wine Day, I will drink to that. Why not? Why not? We'll drink a little bit more. Here's National Wine Day. Very good. All right, so yeah, the wine's not bad. It's opening up a little bit more, and it's actually tasting better. So it's all right. Still checking the chats everywhere. We're good, I think, for the time being. All right. Where were we? Oh, yeah. There are a couple more national days I'd like to toast since we're on the subject. May 26th is National Family Fun Day. That's the Sunday before Memorial Day. National Family Fun Day. I'll drink to that. It's also National Paper Airplane Day. Now, because it's National Paper Airplane Day, I figured I would make a paper airplane. Let's make a paper airplane. You know, by the way, I got some emails, and I wanna read some of these emails because they're pretty good emails. I got 2 copies of this one, so I can put this one. I make a paper airplane out of this one. We're going to make a paper airplane. How about that? We're going to make one right here on the show. We're going to make a paper airplane. Right here. And now this is the tradition. Now there are a couple of different kinds of paper airplanes that I've made when I was a kid, but this is the one. This is the standard paper airplane that I'm used to making. Yeah. Exactly. It's the traditional one. But see, I do a little bit of a twist on it. What I do is I give it 2 folds. Some people fold it like once over. I give it like 2 folds here to kind of streamline it somewhat. See, like this. And then I fold it over like this. It's not completely even. It's not even at all. This is kind of that's what happens when you have some wine. It's kind of like it's not really, not the paper. It's not exactly even. But there's a paper airplane. There it is. There's my paper airplane, such as it is. I wonder if it'll fly across the studio. Let's see. Crash. Well, oh well. So anyway, here's the national. Oh, that's National Wine Day. It's still up there. I need a producer. There we go. There's National Paper Airplane Day. Here's the National Paper Airplane Day. I'll drink to that. Or not. My paper airplane didn't do so well over there. It flew about 5 feet and then just dropped like a rock. I used to be pretty decent at making paper airplanes, but not so much anymore. I haven't done one in a long time. National Paper Airplane Day. Who knew? So we can have a national day for paper airplanes, and yeah, okay, whatever. All right, we have one more national day to toast. This should be pretty good. We're going to toast national. You know, it's National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. That's right. Today is National Blueberry. That's not a blueberry cheesecake. What's going on there? That's a blueberry cheese. Now, what this is, my lovely wife, she made this last year. My lovely wife, she made a blueberry strawberry cake. And I believe that's cheesecake there. But I think so. A blueberry strawberry cake or strawberry blueberry cake. I don't know which one comes first, the strawberry or the blueberry. But it was really, really good. I think we had some on the show. We tried it on the show. It was delicious. I really enjoyed it. She really did a fine job. That was actually the one that she made. And it was very, very good. I enjoyed it. So here's to National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. I will drink to that. And with that will do it for the national days. And of course, once again, this is what we're drinking, the Wente. Now, we're going to drink something else. We're going to start something else here that, because I've been really, really, really anxious to get to this, excited about it, because I really want to try it. Let me check the chats one more time before we go there. And let's see. Okay, we're kind of quiet there. We have folks watching everywhere, but just jump in the chat and say hi. It's okay. You don't have to be shy. Well, you can if you want. All right. So this is the other item that I've been waiting for, that I've been waiting to try. Let's see if I can pull it up here. And if I can, here we go. It is inside nothing other than the official Drink with Rick ice bucket. I've been keeping it cold throughout the entire show. And now it's about as cold as that food is that's on camera 3, because camera 3 is, well, it's been, yeah. So, in honor of National Wine Day, to celebrate National Wine Day, we open up a wine. Now we're also going to open up a beer for National Wine Day, no doubt. How about that? Because I can't wait for National Beer Day to try this one. This is the official drink with Rick Ice Bucket, and within it there is this. And what is this? Well, this is none other than, not that, it's this. Organic Chocolate Stout. This is Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. Not chocolate snout. That's a, we're talking about, that's a pig. But Organic Chocolate Stout, Samuel Smith's. Really. By the way, what do you call a pretty pig? Hamson. Yeah, I don't have a, it was bad. Hamson. Anyway, so going back to the photo here, this is the Organic Chocolate Stout. Now, what's so special about this Organic Chocolate Stout? I don't know yet because I haven't tried it, but I like chocolate. I like organic, and I like chocolate, and I like stout. And I think this might be 3 flavors that might go pretty well together. So we shall see. We shall see. Now, there's a back side of this, or a side to it. I'm going to read that for you. It says, where does it say it? Oh, it says organic. It's the Organic Soil Association, so it's grown in organic soil. Something is, anyway. It is a vegan, BPA free, and it is. This is a 14.9 fluid ounce can, 440 milliliters. So that's a fair size. That's what we call a tall boy. And 5% ABV, 5.0% ABV in this can. This 440 milliliter, 14.9% fluid ounce can. And it says Stuart Smith's. Let me pull this up again, because I hold on a minute. Let me pull the front up again. Okay. Samuel Smith. Did I say Stuart? Goodness. Samuel Smith is a small, fiercely independent, family-owned and operated brewery since 1758. So they've been around for a few hundred years. 1758. That's a long time. Brewed by Samuel Smith's Brewery, Tadcaster, England. So imported by Merchant Duvin, Tacoma, Washington. Certified organic by Certifie Biologique par Soil Association Certification Limited. So there you go. That's what this is all about. So I can hardly wait to try this. All right, so let's put this down. Let's go ahead and let me set the wine aside for a minute or two, and let's go ahead and try this Organic Chocolate Stout. I'm really excited to try this on. Hopefully it won't be disappointing. I hope this will be good. And now this kind of just pops open. I'm gonna pop top here, and let's pour a little bit of this beer. Let me get rid of that lower third for a minute. Darn. Let's see if I can get rid of that. All right, there we go. All right, let's pour a little bit of this beer in here. Oh, wow, it is a stout. Look at that. That is really dark. I'm talking about a malt, dark malt. Look at that. Wow, and a nice head on it has. Wow, that's pretty good. Wow, that's pretty decent. So let me put a little bit more on there. Give it a nice. Oh, wow. I like that. It looks nice. It's a nice looking stout beer. See, I like these kind of dark beers, these kind of dark stout beers. That's one of my favorite types of beer. So we're gonna, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this. Let me give it a whiff. Oh, it smells like beer. It smells like malted, a very heavy malted beer. Chocolate though, yeah. Actually, I smell a hint of chocolate in there. Hope it's more chocolatey than it smells. Let me see. Wow. Yes, it does. Oh, wow. I was not disappointed at all. This is okay. I like this. Where's my hole in one? Here's my hole in one. Oh, yes.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow, that's a good one.
This is a good one, indeed. I like this. Oh wow, the stouter the better. And it does taste like chocolate. Chocolate nibs in there. You know, it's very chocolatey. It's a very chocolatey beer. And it's very stout. It is very malty, very stout, very malty, but it's also quite chocolatey. I like this beer. I am not disappointed at all. I really do like this beer. Now, I don't know if I could have more than one of these beers because this is kind of a rich beer, but it's quite good. I like it. Yeah, I like. Look at that. Oh, is that a beautiful looking beer or what? Talk about a dark beer. Wow. I like that. It's very good. I should have just done the toast with this. Yeah, so much for National Wine Day. We need to get to National Organic Chocolate Stout Day. That's what we need. We need, and yes, this gets full audience applause. National Chocolate Stout Day. Now, this was the other item that I had. Oh, I should not even try this. Let's go to camera 3. All right, those two items that we have down here. You know what this is? This is a Trader Joe's, wait for it, Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cup. Now, I know I'm taking a chance on this. Now, I really love these things. I eat too many of them as it is. My son loves them too. Should I? Ooh, boy. Yeah, it's malty. Let me check the chats. Should I try it? My lovely wife, she's in the chat. She says hello, and hello right back at you. Great to have you here. And by the way, Chi, do you see, if I ask her, she's going to say no. She's going to say, no, I should not eat this and have this chocolate beer. I know what she's going to say. But what does everyone else say? I'm not getting any pushback. I'm not getting any thing in the chat to tell me otherwise. So I guess I'm going. It's melting my hand, not in my mouth. I better eat it. This is good, by the way. Very good. Chocolatey. So the question is, should I have another one? No, that's not the question. The question is, this is good. That's not the question either. The question is, will it pair with this? Let's find out. Chocolate on chocolate. That's rich. That's good. if you like chocolate, if you like chocolate and you like beer, you'll like this chocolate beer. Well, you might not. I like it. But it's, wow. It's, I don't know which camera I'm looking at anymore. I'm looking at this one, right? Yeah, there it is. See, that's, I'm telling you. All right, well, I have a couple of emails that I'd like to read. But before I do that, let's get to the Star Wars trivia question of the night, of the week. We have a Star Wars trivia question of the week. And the trivia question is, if I can find out what I did with it. Where's the oh, here it is. Here's the Star Wars trivia question of the week. This was left over from our first episode in season 6, where we had Star Wars Day. I had a few extra ones that we didn't use, so we're going to use this one tonight. Here's the Star Wars trivia question of the week. The question is, who says, "I find your lack of faith disturbing"? Who says, "I find your lack of faith disturbing"? Anybody want to venture a guess? I think this is I try to pick the easy ones. I didn't want to make them too difficult. Who said, "I find your lack of faith disturbing"? Anybody want to venture to guess? No? We don't have no... Come on now. This is a really easy one. Every Star Wars fan should get even those who are not Star Wars fans should get this. Who says, "I find your lack of faith disturbing"? I'll give it a few more seconds on this one. Anybody know? It's an easy one. Let me see what no? Okay. Well, here's the answer. Who says, "I find your lack of faith disturbing"? Darth Vader. He said that episode 4. "I find your lack of faith disturbing." Yes, that's what he said. So, there you go. That's our Star Wars trivia question for the week, for this week. We'll have another one next week. All right, well, I have a couple of emails here. First one, a couple of them. For one, Jaycon sent me a really nice email. And he was saying, "Rick, I'm thinking I would buy that Cane Rock rum and mail it to you, given it is for sale in my town, and you seem very interested. If you are fine with it, what shipping address should I send it to? Consider it a gift from a friend." And that's from Jaycon. Jaycon, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. But you don't have to do that. I don't know what the rules are for shipping rum, across states or whatever, interstate or interstate. But the only reason I haven't gotten the Cane Rock rum yet is because I haven't had an opportunity to get to the store to get. I'm pretty sure we carry it around here. I just haven't had a chance to get to the local ABC or State Line store to get. I like to buy my. Can I say this? I think I can. I like to buy. We're right over the border between North and South Carolina. We're right on the border in North Carolina. I work in South Carolina. I live in North Carolina. Pay taxes to both states, by the way. So I should be able to buy my alcohol wherever I want, right? But I prefer to buy the alcohol over the state line in South Carolina. One, it's a little cheaper, and two, it's not quite as regulated as in North Carolina. North Carolina is really weird about the alcohol, how they regulate it. Of course, it used to be, during Prohibition and all that, it used to be a really, more of a dry state. And I don't know. That's what I've been told. I wasn't around or old enough to drink alcohol at that time, so I don't know. I'm going by hearsay. But what what I like to do is go buy my booze. See booze here? It's a family-friendly show. It's booze, right? It's alcohol. It's this is all alcohol, but it's not 5% or 13.5% alcohol. We're talking about the stuff that's like grain alcohol and things like that. So I like to buy that across the border in South Carolina because it's cheaper, and two, there's usually a much better selection. Here in North Carolina, it seems to be regular. They have the ABC stores here. And the last time, as a matter of fact, my son and I walked into an ABC store a couple of weeks ago, and we were looking for something, and I was looking for the Cane Rock as well. But we walked in there. That was before Jaycon brought up the Cane Rock. So I was just in there looking around for other things. I was looking around for a couple of items, and that was very limited as to what they had. They had certain labels and certain types of alcohol. I remember what it was I was looking for. I was looking for mead. Okay, so in South Carolina, the stores, they have a few stores there called O'Darby's, and really good. They have a great selection of everything at O'Darby's, and they have several stores there around Rock Hill. And I found a lot of really nice labels there. A lot of alcohol there that I couldn't find anywhere else, and especially meads. I could find several. They had a nice little selection of meads there, and ABC store, they don't carry any of that. They don't. Then no mead. It's like I have to go across the border to find mead. And I love mead. It's great. I want to review another mead here, so I'm going to have to wait. The thing is, I haven't had a chance to go down there to O'Darby's there and get the and go shopping for mead. And I figure that I can probably find the Cane Rock there as well. So I've still got it on my radar. It's on my radar. I have it on my list here. As a matter of fact, it's on the list for this show too. The Cane Rock rum. I definitely want to try it, Jaycon, but no worries. You don't have to send it to me. I'm just having to get to the right store to pick it up, and once I do that, then we're good. The Island Haze also sent me a nice email saying, "Hello, Rick. Thanks for the great stream. I really, really appreciate it." And he sent his shipping address for it. By the way, I've got your items, the Island Haze and Jaycon. I have your items here to ship. I just haven't made it to the post office yet this week. This week I couldn't make it to the post office at all, but I'm hoping to get to next week or this coming week to get those items shipped. Also had a little bit of a problem with the official Drink with Rick Cider Tasting Notebook. I did receive my shipment of them. This was a prototype here. This was one of the early copies. But the ones I was sending out to you guys, that shipment arrived this week, during the week. Unfortunately, they had some printing errors on that book. Not mine, theirs. It was all their printing errors, and I've had to get that resolved. So that is why there was a delay in that. But I'm going to try and get them out this coming week. So you should have those before the end of next week. And I'm sorry I apologize for the delay. It's just it happens sometimes with these shipping errors, these printing errors, I should say. Wow, yeah, this stuff's starting to kick in, isn't it? Yeah. But dang, it's good. This is so good. Wow. Well, I'm giving that 2 thumbs up. All right, I have one more to read, which was really cool. This came from YouTube. It was a really, really, really nice comment on YouTube. And it was commenting on a Stella Rosa Black tasting review that I reviewed. I think that was an older one. reviewed that one back towards the end of towards the end, this is kicking in. Towards the end of season 4, or was it the beginning of season 5? It was a while back. I reviewed the Stella Rosa Black. And the thing about Stella Rosa is that my wife loves Stella Rosa. That's what she buys. And it's actually okay. I can drink. I know there are people that have not cared much for Stella Rosa, but and some people that say, "Oh, that's not really wine." It's wine. It's kind of fizzy wine, but it's wine. But you know what? Wine takes it takes different forms, and there are different types of wine, and this is just one of them. And Stella Rosa is not bad. I kind of like. It's kind of a nice, refreshing switch over from the other wines that I drink. And when my wife purchases it and we buy it, it's a very easy drinking wine. It's just it's a lighter wine. It's actually I like it. I'll drink it. That's okay. I'm not that particular. I am not a wine snob. Okay, I'm not. So, but anyway, I digress. Okay, this came from David, and this was such a nice comment that I really wanted to read it on the show. I want to share it with everyone on the show. By the way, before I get too much farther with it, I want to check the chats here and see who else in the chat, because I know I kind of digressed away from it. So this is from David, and David says, I want to say this is how you properly review a wine. He had this and properly all in caps. I watched some other review called Wine on a Dime, and the guy immediately started by bashing it before even opening, dramatically acted as if he was throwing up and gagging when sniffing. I understand some people aren't going to like a wine, but you can review it from an unbiased perspective. This review feels unbiased and well-balanced, and I immediately like Rick because of his positive, upbeat attitude. You mentioned some of the same things that the other reviewer mentioned that are abnormal for a red wine, like the nutrition label. That's right, it does have a nutrition label on it, which is kind of interesting. But you definitely don't come across as a snob or stuck up. You are very friendly and approachable. I would definitely watch this reviewer. I wonder if you have shorter videos for just drink reviews. Anyway, thank you for your unbiased, well-balanced review, and that's from David. David, I want to thank you very, very much for your really, really nice and generous comment and review on my reviews. I really, really appreciate it. I don't know what to say. I don't, I got this to say. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll read another one. See, that's the thing. I never really knew how to react too much to compliments too much. I like to give out. I don't like to focus on me for for a lot of this stuff, and so when I receive compliments, it's just kind of like, oh, I don't know how to react to those. But I'm honored, I'm flattered, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. And look, David, I'd like to send you a copy of the Drink with Rick, official Drink with Rick wine tasting notebook. So once again, just send me, if you're watching now or watching later or listening later, just send your a shipping address, a valid shipping address. Don't drop in the comments, please. Please do not drop, and this is for everyone, for your own safety and security. Do not ever drop your email addresses or your shipping addresses or anything like that in the comments on any of the shows or in the chats. Please don't do that. Please do not drop them in the chats. That's for, I'm just saying this for your own security. Please don't do that. Just send it to me. This is more secure this way. Just send it to me at rick@savoymedia.com. Where's my, oh yeah, I took it, didn't I? I sure did. I took out my lower third. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, just send them to rick@savoyamedia.com. That's rick@savoyamedia.com. And I don't do anything else with them, but just use it to send out, ship out stuff with. I generally don't keep that stuff or whatever. And so it's safe with me. Okay, I appreciate it. So that's the comments. I think we got the comments right. Oh, there is one more thing. There are two more things actually, real quick. I would like to give a couple of shout outs here. If I can do that. Let's here we go. I'd like to give a couple of shout outs here. I want to say happy birthday to my sister Gina. Happy birthday. It's today, May 25th. It's for about 17 more minutes. Eastern time. You still have a couple more hours to celebrate, but and this time, I guess I should use the wine because my sister, well, she prefers the wine. I don't know if she drinks beer at all. Do you drink beer, Gina? If you're watching now or watching later or listening later or whatever. I don't know if you drink beer or not, but I know you drink the wine. So here's to my sister Gina. Here's you. Happy, happy birthday. And may you have many, 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 many more. I haven't done that for a while, actually. I haven't done birthday toasts. But this was a special one because it's because of my sister Gina that I started doing the Winestream. It's actually, I credit her because, and also my sister Penny, because the very first Winestream that I did, she, I don't want to go into this again, but she brought a whole bunch of her friends to it, and it was a big stream. It had around 400 people watching it overall, and it was a big. I think it was like that, 200 or 400, something like that. It was a lot of people, and I did it just for fun, and I'm still doing it just for fun, pretty much. So. And I owe that to my sister. 289 episodes later. Oh, 239, excuse me. We haven't got that far yet. I'm getting way ahead of myself. 230, this is starting to kick in. 239 episodes. It's still a lot. It is. So, I owe that to my sister Gina, because if it hadn't been for her, I don't think I would have done it past the first one. But so, thank you very much, Gina. And Penny, too. And speaking of my sister Penny, there is one more toast. I received this today. It was an invitation. It was pretty much for a celebration, class of 2024. My nephew Ben, my sister Penny's son, and my brother-in-law Edwin. Excuse me, Edwin. That's what I was saying. Man, this is really kicking in. Sorry. Wrong brother-in-law. My brother-in-law Tom. Sorry, Penny and Tom. Sorry. Yeah, this is starting to kick in, so I better close this up. So my sister-in-law Penny. Sister-in-law. Oh man, I'm just messing up big time tonight, aren't I? Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, great.
I'm doing it again. Yep. So, anyway. Another faux pas. Lots of faux pas tonight. Okay, so anyway. I'm just going to wait till he's done. You can't stop him. You just got to wait till he's done. Could stop him, but that just make him mad. And I'd rather people be laughing than angry, right? That's how it works on this show. All right. So anyway, my sister Penny and my brother-in-law Tom. Have I got this straight now? Yes. Okay. They have a son. His name is Ben, named after my dad, Ben. And he graduated from high school, class of 2024. He graduated from high school today at 6 p.m. Central Time. And they streamed it live. And the reason I'm sharing this is for two reasons. One is because I want to congratulate Ben for his, I want to say congratulations, yes, to Ben for completing high school. I know what that was like, 12 years. I did that myself. I did 12 years of school. 12 years of high school. Wasn't there that long, fortunately. But I did 12 years of school, grade school, and it was nice. It was nice to be able to graduate and get that behind me. So I want to say to my nephew Ben, congratulations, or should I say congratulations, both. And here's to you. And that's looking forward to all of your future accomplishments. Here's to Ben. Now, and you know what? I should have toasted one wine. This is what's getting me in trouble. I'm mixing this all up. All right, here's to Ben. Got to do it properly. Proper toast. Well, actually, do a proper toast with beer, but proper toast with wine. Here's to my nephew Ben. Congratulations. All right. Oh, man, mixing the beer and the wine. That's not a good thing. All right, so kids, don't try this at home. All right, the other thing that, where was I going with this? I don't remember now. All right, I'm starting to feel this. It's starting to kick in. So I guess we're going to have to close this up. Did we get through the dad jokes? I think we've been making them all through the show. So anyway, I don't remember where I was going with any of that. Okay, so all right. Well, that's enough of that. So, and congratulations to my nephew Ben. There is one more thing I have to do. Oh yes, a few dad jokes. We're up for a few dad jokes. I think we're up for a few, right? I don't know. I had a Star Wars joke. But it was. I ran across this one on Reddit. It says there's no hot chocolate because it is frozen. And that was dumb. I don't even know why I pulled that one out. Here's one. I like this one, but you may not get it if you're not into video production. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 1080p? HDMI. HDMI. Never mind. Okay, I told you probably weren't gonna. Yeah, it was that bad. It was really that bad. So
No.
What's the core temperature? Oh, I shouldn't even do this one. What's the core temperature of a tauntaun? Now, if you're not a Star Wars fanatic, this may go right over your head. For the rest of us, what's the core temperature of a tauntaun? Lukewarm. I don't have anything for that. I really don't. I'll use the chicken. Here's one that is not really Star Wars related. What do you call a superhero with a poor sense of direction? Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Get it? Okay. Anyway. All right. We've had enough dad jokes, right? Excuse me. By the way, what do you get when you put 5 ants in an apartment with 5 other ants? 10 ants. No. All right. Oh, we've had enough of that. I punched enough buttons for tonight. Okay? So let me go ahead and give the final review of the wine and the beer. By the way, next week, I should mention this now. Next week, we're going to open a Bordeaux. This should be very interesting, a Bordeaux. And the reason it's interesting is because it's a little bit of a departure away from the other wines. I have been over the last, 15, 20 shows, I've been reviewing wines from Trader Joe's. The next week, I want to review one from Wine Store, which I was reviewing in the first couple of seasons, but I haven't done one in a long, long time. And I walked into Wine Store for the first time in ages, and was actually greeted by Matthew said, "Hey, Rick, how's it going?" And at least Matthew remembered me. But the thing is that I felt really bad about not walking in there for a while because I've been hanging around at Trader Joe's for so long. So I did buy a bottle of wine, and I want to review it next week. So give it a fair and an honest review. So that's what we're going to do next week, unless something else comes up. But I think that's what we're going to do. All right. So anyway, did I cover everything that I was going to cover in this show? I think so. Let me check the chats one more time. And Ed, Ed has probably. And Ed, I hope you're feeling much, much better and no more pain, because I know what that's like. I know what having constant pain is like, and I'm really sorry to hear about your mishap. I hope you're doing much better, my friend. Barks is in the chat on Kick, and Barks says, "Are you okay? You're fat." Thank you very much. Yeah, well, what can I say? I do need to lose a couple pounds, don't I? All right, yeah. All right, so anyway, yeah, Barks does not get a free book this week. All right, so maybe next week. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here with me tonight. I want to thank everybody joining me in the chat, especially those who are watching. I did not say anything in the chat, but thanks for being here. And my good friend Ed, and thank you Fidel. Thank you, Barks, for your very interesting comments. To my lovely wife, Chi, and everybody else who's watching, thank you for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I want to bring out, at this point, one more celebrity. If I can get that camera up. There we go. I want to bring out one more celebrity here. He is the official mascot of Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Winestream, and it is none other than Roadkill Bill. Yes, it's Roadkill Bill. You sound a lot different from the way you sounded a little while ago. So, Roadkill Bill is the official mascot of Drink with... Roadkill Bill, the official mascot... Keeps falling over. Bill, can't you stand on your own 2 feet? No, he keeps... come on, let's try it one more time. Bill, come on, this is your cue. Hit your mark. Oh, he's falling. He keeps falling over. I don't know what the deal is. All right, so Bill... Bill is the official mascot of Drink with Rick, and he's wait a minute. What the? All right now. That explains a couple of things. What do you have here? What is this? What's You're kidding me. Give me that. Give me that. So this is what you've been up to. This is what you've been squeaking about earlier tonight in the show? Is this what you've been squeaking about? Huh? What? I don't know. It's empty too. There's nothing in here. You drank the whole bottle? You had the whole bottle, did you? No more for you. No more for you. That's what you're supposed to be setting an example for everyone. Look at you. Had the whole bottle. Yeah. All right, so Bill, look at this. A whole bottle. All right, so Bill has a special message for everyone, don't you, Bill? Yeah, you do. Okay, and the message is, drinking on the job again, huh? No. The message is, please do not drink and drive. Don't drink on the job either, right, Bill? Do not drink and drive. Drink in the comfort of your home, your apartment, your hotel room, your dwelling, wherever you are. If you have to go somewhere, call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a cab, call a friend. Just stay put. It's not worth it. Bill, I'm surprised at you. Don't drink and drive. Right, Bill? Yeah, I know. Don't text and drive either, because it's also very, very dangerous. Because I want you to have a great week. But most of all, I want you to have a safe week. So you can join me here again next week on the Saturday Night Winestream. And we can all get together and drink with Rick. Good night.